topic. So I'll be talking on the topic that how to choose optional subject. Okay. So this is more of an important to the beginners or those who are planning to give civil service exam this next year or the coming year. That is for first attempters. So this is very much relevant to them. So or it may like it can be useful for those who have already given one or two attempts also, and those who are confused about their optional, whether they have made the right choice or not. So with that, let us begin with the optional choice. So there are basically two different types of optionals. One is humanity related optionals, and another is technical optionals. So under humanity optional comes your history, geography, political science, pub psychology, sociology. Basically, those optionals which has more of theoretical knowledge, where you have to cover more like where more of theoretical knowledge is required, it comes under humanities. And the second one is technical. So here there is more of practical knowledge which is required under these optionals. So these are called technical optionals and humanity optional. So these are like wide range of this is wide division of the optionals. So coming to how to choose optional. First, like there are four basic criteria. So this is very important. So there are four basic criteria to choose optional, which most of the civil servants like would have followed when they were about to choose their optional. So first one is your degree background. What is your like which what is your degree? Matlab, I am a doctor by profession. Matlab, my degree is MBBS. Okay, there may be some engineer, there may be an electrical, civil engineer, mechanical engineer, or there may be graduate in commerce or the economics. So like there are various degrees which are like eligible to write civil service. And first note down which is your degree and which are the optionals which are available under your degree. For example, if you are an engineer, if you are an electrical engineer, you have electrical and communication as a subject like optional in itself. The same with mechanical and civil engineers. So but engineers will also be able to choose physics, mathematics if they are interested in those subjects. So there will be a wide spectrum of optionals which will be available, which will be related to your degree background also. So as I am a doctor, for me the optionals which I can think about considering my degree, it may be medical science and anthropology. And few people will also think about zoology, but it is very rare. So only medical science and anthropology will come very near to my degree background, that is MBBS. So that in that way, so everybody will have certain degree. So depending on that degree, you should first list out the optionals available for you. Okay, this is the first exercise which you should do. So suppose like if you have a optional which is related to your degree, and if you are uh, like if you are thinking of taking that up as an optional, or if you are thinking of taking something else as an optional, so the next step comes is checking of the scoring pattern. So for every year, like a particular optional may do well, or a particular optional may not do well. For example, till 2013-14, geography optional was doing very well. So everybody used to take geography. Almost 30-40% of the mains optional was used to be geography. So but nowadays geography is a very difficult optional to score. The same goes with medical science. Before when the scoring pattern was like 270, 280 used to be the toppers marks. So scoring 250 is a very easy task for a MBBS doctor. So then doctors used to score very well in optionals, and that used to help them in this one. But nowadays people are getting more than 330, 340 scores. So getting 300 is very difficult in medical science optional. So like you'll have to analyze the scoring pattern of the last 3 to 4 years. Okay, for example, political science is doing well, anthropology is doing extremely well in last 3 years. So PubAd is like it's as always it is uh, doing quite well, and at the same time there is geography which is not doing so well, history not doing so well. So like this, you'll need to like after your like have a spectrum of optional as your choices, then you'll have to consider the scoring pattern in the past few years uh, to decide on which optional to take. So then comes the availability of coaching. So this is the third one: availability of coaching materials and coaching and materials. So like for technical subjects, coaching will be generally it won't 3-4 years. Then your availability of coaching materials, and materials. Then the fourth and most vital is your interest. So how to choose? So where will you get all these what information? So you can download UPSC's notification. So UPSC notification mein there will be lot of the optionals and detailed uh, notification will come in which there are different optionals and the syllabus which is which will be included under those optional is given by UPSC. Download that notification of optionals. So then go through your respective optionals which you are thinking or which you think you may be able to take as optional. Go through those optionals. Then no go through the syllabus of the optional as a whole. So then, and you can also go through some materials. For example, if you're taking anthropology as optional, you can go through some standard textbook, or if you're taking political science as optional, I think Shubhra Ranjan Madam notes or something is there which is very standard. So you can go through those kind of standard materials, maybe for a few pages. If you find it very interesting, then you can decide. So to decide whether you are interested in that optional or not, you need to go through materials which are already available in the market and which are very standard in nature. So these four aspects should guide you to choose the optionals. And what after you choose optionals, right? Like consider you are a beginner. ठीक है? Okay. Kannada mein I'm basically a Kannadiga, but so as this is a platform where people from all over India are there, so sorry ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. हिंदी में भी. सो या हिंदी में भी मुझे लाइक मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ, पर सबके लिए समझ में नहीं आएगा. सो इसीलिए मैं आई विल स्टिक टू इंग्लिश. सो सॉरी फॉर दोज हु आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक है. सो कमिंग टू व्हाट आफ्टर यू चूज ऑप्शनल. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू हैव चूज एंथ्रोपोलॉजी, I am a doctor and I have not chosen medical science, but I have chosen anthropology. Consider this as an example. So what I should do after choosing optional? So if I am choosing optional right now, then I will be thinking of giving exam in the for the coming year, next year, because I have already the filling process of your application would have already been done. So I will be writing exam next year. So what should I do after choosing an optional? First, I should stick on to that optional. So if I have made up my mind that I am taking anthropology as my optional, then I will make sure that I'll stick on to that optional no matter what other people say or other like so many like guidances you will get. But when you have decided on some optional, please stick on to it. Please don't get diverted. So if you have decided that it's your optional, that is your optional, and no matter what others say, you should not change once you have decided. So that is the first and foremost thing to do. So after you have decided, so by August, September of this year, you should be able to complete that optional from page to page. Matlab, if you are taking anthropology, you should have completed the whole anthropology syllabus at least once with notes. With notes, I am underlining with notes. Optional के लिए notes is very important. So you should complete the whole syllabus by August, September of this year. If you are writing an exam next year, at least once you are optional with the notes. So trust me, this will be of very vital importance. So I know it is very difficult to manage general studies with optional, so I can understand that. But what you should do is like abhi general studies ke liye you will get lot of time, but optionals you won't get time after prelims. So it is very vital to read at least once by September this year through the whole optional and make notes of it. At the same time, if you are finding it difficult to give time for GS, just concentrate on newspaper, NCERT and basic standard books in GS, how much ever you can. So but you should focus on your optional right now. This is the right time to focus on your optional. So please focus on your optional right now. So then later after September you can completely focus on your GS with the revision of your optional notes. So let me let me go repeat it again. Till September you are finishing your optional ones with notes, and you will be reading GS base GS में basic newspaper, then your NCRTs and standard books like Lakshmikant Spectrum and all. How much ever you can, you should read GS, but optional you should complete within September. Okay, so this should be your first goal, to complete your optional within September. At the same time, finish your NCRTs and standard books once. So at least NCRTs you should be able to finish, if not standard books. So then after September, you can go for completely into GS mode. Optionals, you like every once in 1 month try to revise your notes. Your notes revision, it shouldn't be taking much time. So every monthly once or 1.5 months once you should revise your optional notes. So then you prepare completely for your general studies, that too for prelims. So after December you should never be reading for mains, according to me, because prelims is the major game changer. Most of the people will get eliminated in prelims. So your first aim should be to clear prelims. So after December or January, maybe after you can take budget as your deadline. Till then you can prepare for mains, or you can concentrate on mains also. But after February, so you should never go for mains. You should only prepare for prelims. So this should be your course of action if after you have chosen your optional. So that is to finish off by September and do multiple revisions before January. Okay, so after January you will never touch your optionals till you pass your prelims or finish your prelims with good marks. So then as I told, the most important thing is to stick on to your optional. So UPSC journey is not a 1 year journey. It will take average attempts is 2 to 3 attempts. 3 attempts is the average attempts they say, which we don't know, but still most of the people whom I have met here in the academy, my batchmates or my seniors, they have taken at least minimum 2 to 3 attempts to clear this exam. So 2 attempts is equal to 3 years and 3 attempts equals to 4 years of studies, continuous studies. And you will be sticking on to one single optional, not taken any coaching. So I have gone through toppers videos in YouTube, and I met few toppers to clear my doubts. So this through this only even I have prepared and I have cleared this exam in only 2 attempts. So you can also do, and you can also celebrate Civil Servants Day in future maybe. So I would wish all of you very good luck in that aspect. So I would like to take few questions now, as for individual messages it is very difficult to reply, trust me. So after each and every live sessions we'll get hundreds and hundreds of messages. It is very difficult to reply to messages individually. So I would like to take few questions if possible here. Books for anthropology. I am not so I don't have much knowledge about anthropology, but I can say that Akshat Jain, rank 2, if you know him. Akshat Jain has written a beautiful book on anthropology optional, I have heard, and it is going to be released just after this lockdown. So it is going to be available online. So anthropology, I think his book would be good, as he is the topper of the batch.